now. Yeah, she's an accomplished woman in tech. She's still achieving more. There's no end to attaining knowledge, so she's still working. She read Bachelor of Science in Information Technology here in the University of Cape Coast. She was just here like you and I were here. She went on to read her master's in Computer Science and Technology. Specifically Electronic Science. It's a master's in Computer Science and Technology at the University of Electronic Science and Technology of China. Yeah, so after that, she furthered and she did her PhD in Computer Science and Technology. Okay. So with the master's, she specialized in security, computer security. And for the PhD, master's in cybersecurity. Then for her PhD, it was in artificial intelligence. Yeah, and she read this program in the University of Electronic Science and Technology of China. So it tells you how the effort she had to put in to reach this far. If she was here like you and I, she has made it to this extent. It is possible for us to get there. So we are here to learn from her. So with a round of applause, let's thank her for Dr. Regina Turkson as we lead us through the theme for today. Unlimited women professional, fostering confidence and promoting collaboration. Thank you very much. Madam, please.
So you said you are welcome to the stage. Where is the stage? Where is the stage? So I'm glad to meet you all. Was it chosen for you because of yourself? Your brother told you to do your hand, right? Why are you doing this course? Because you wanted to be in this. Oh, okay. So have you regretted choosing it? Oh, okay. So have you regretted or?
How's your thing?
Regretted it. Yourself. Your elder brother. Have you get the level of 400? Have you get the somehow the lady? You were forced to do it.
No, I was given it by the school. I chose communication studies, and then when it actually came, they gave me IT. So we went to administration and they told me that my right. But I've done the best I can.
We'll talk about something. So for my interaction with you so far, I can say that some of you had no plans of doing this course, but in one way or the other, you found yourself doing this program. And to be frank with you, this program, both IT and computer science, are not easy. But the advantage you have is that you can go into all other areas. In fact, all other areas you can fit there. Every area that uses computers, you can work there. That is the most thing about this our program. Okay? So those of you, I would mostly focus on the level 100 because like they are starting. And when you are starting, you cannot bear with me that when you are starting, it's very difficult. introduction to computing, the physics, and all those things. If you are not careful, you would even regret choosing the course. But I want to tell you that you have not made a mistake. You haven't made any mistake by choosing this course. So let me tell you about my story. I know I've said it before, but some of you might not know. So actually I did business in SHS. Do we have some Potarians here? Oh, okay. So I went to the Porter Girls in Friday, and I did business. So I actually wanted to do actuarial science or math with business, but because of the option, I did not do a cons, so I wasn't allowed to do the actuarial science or math with business. But because of my elective math, I was giving IT. And honestly speaking, level 100 wasn't easy for me at all, because I had not been, we had computer in the house, but I didn't like anything about computer. So if my brother tells me to put it on, I don't even do it. If even I put it on, I'll be playing this Zuma, yes, that kind of thing. So when I came there, it was so difficult for me. So I think after level 100, that is when I had to understand the fact that this is where I find myself now, so I have to make very good out of it. So I try to sit up and learn other stuff. So for my class, we were like about 4 or 5 girls. Yeah, 4 Ghanaians and the rest, 9 ladies, the 5 were Nigerians. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. So first of all, the first thing I will tell you is that you have to be confident in yourself. Don't let the males intimidate you. Put it in your mind that this is a very good field and that you want to make the best out of it. Let me tell you, just look at your individual classes. You will see that the females are small, they are just few, but the males are a lot. So this gives you upper hands over them. When you go for an interview and all of them are males and you are a female, let them perform well and you just put in a little effort for them to see that potential in you. They will pick you over them. They will pick you over them. So that is one of the most advantage that you have over your male colleagues. And you know, one thing that you have to know is that this code, you have to be a little inquisitive. If you decide to give up, you will not be able to achieve what you want. So if you are coding and the thing is not working, just put in your mind that I want it to work. And then put in there for go to the internet, find some. Whatever you are doing, everything is on the internet. So just be inquisitive, trying to solve problems. If you develop the habit of trying to solve problems, that is it. You would always be looking around to find problems, and then in your mind you will propose something. So it is not about the fact that you do IT and computer science and then you'll be working in MTN and no. You can be an entrepreneur like my lady, but you can still give it an IT stuff because we have e-commerce and all those things. So whatever you are selling, you can create a website for yourself. People go there, they make online purchase, you deliver to them. So in that sense, you are practicing your field, but in your area of interest, as you want to be an entrepreneur, so that is where you decide to implement. Those of you who want to be web designers, be programmers, you can decide not to work for anyone. You sit in the house, you start up your software development company, you develop software for other companies, and then you go and sell them. So the fact that you are doing this course does not mean you have to work for someone. But you have you can work in the hospital. Those who want to work at the lab, whatever, those who want to be architects. There are lots of them. Nowadays, the architects, they don't really use the pen and the board. You have to use a software to do it. And if you are not computerly inclined, how do you use that software? But if you have that computer basis, when you take the software, you can learn it on your own. And then that aspect of your life of being an architect has also been achieved. But now you have a stronger background, that is the IT background. So if they pick an ordinary architect and you the importance or the difference is that you have a strong computer background, but the person is just an ordinary architect. So you can just, how do I call it? You can do much more better, because any architect software that they will give to you, you find your way, you maneuver it, and then you'll be able to use that software. But this particular person has to be trained in using it, because you have used a lot of software, and all these softwares, most of them are similar. And when the dashboard comes, you've done IT, you've done computer science, you know what a dashboard is. So you see the interfaces. When you see an icon, you know that, oh, this is a save button. This is this. But this person, the person does not know anything. All that he or she knows is the board drawing. So that gives you upper hand over them. When you go to the hospital, the labs now, all the lab results are being keyed into the system now. And most of the hospitals now are developing an intranet, some kind of change. So they put in your lab result. By the time you get to the doctor saying your information is there and that kind of thing. The lab person or this member hard chair people, the old people, they don't know how to use these computers and the softwares to do all these things. If even they are working and the light goes off and then they have to start the computer again, how to even restore is a problem. But if you find yourself there, you'll be able to do all these things. You can connect the internet for them. So it's like you're a guru there because of the background we have here. So you have not made any mistake of being this, because that's what I want you to put in your mind. You haven't made a mistake. Okay, so let me continue with my story. So, level 200, I decided to sit up, and then my year group, if you come, the ladies, the way we were competing with the guys, you know, at times in the classroom, the guys will intimidate you, but you don't have to allow yourself to be intimidated. So you have to bring in the best, because you did well, that's why you are doing this course. So it means there is something in you that you have to bring out, okay? At times, maybe you are, so this is what you have to do. The guys who are good in your class, by force, befriend them. Befriend them, those who like coding and all those things, so that if even you have problems with coding, you can just contact them too. And I think nowadays it's not even about contacting people. Everything is on the internet. Everything on the internet. That is why you have to get time for yourself. So this our program needs time. It really needs time. So during the masters, I think for Ghanaians who were doing computer science, we were only 3 ladies. In China, we were 3 ladies. And then for PhD, I was the only Ghanaian. I was the only Ghanaian lady, and it hasn't been easy. That one I will be frank with you. But if you are determined and you persevere, that is when at the end of all of you will be rich. Oh, you know that because you are doing this course. I'm not saying I'm rich, but okay, I'm rich. All of you will be rich because they need ladies. Now they are trying to motivate ladies to take up this tech thing, because they know that the ladies bring in innovative ideas and stuff. So the companies are now looking for ladies. At least if they have a lot of guys, they need a lady in there, so that if something is, you know how guys think, but ladies, we are multi-talented. That is why a lady can be a mother, a wife, how do I call it, a worker. Just everywhere we are there, and we are able to think differently from guys. Okay, so every company wants that dynamism in their company. And who are those who will be able to introduce that? It's us. It is us. All that you need to do is to prove yourself that you can do that thing. And they'll give it to you. And when you go, don't disappoint. Let them know. You see that you go in there are guys there, but immediately you decide to prove yourself, you are doing a lot. You'll be promoted over that. If you are not careful, you'll be even made the head of the guys. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So I came back, so I was a teaching assistant, I became research assistant, and then I went to do my master's at PhD. I came, I think in 2020 or 2021, I came back. And as it stands now, it's like every other meeting, I'm being represented there. So if you get that thing, and before the I'll come to let me do the industry, and then I'll come to the academia. if you prove yourself, the opportunities will come by itself. If you are good, the opportunities will come by itself. All that you need to do is to be confident. That is it. And if you want scholarship opportunities, you a lady doing IT or computer science, it's easy. All that you need to do is to get good grade, and then you apply. That is it. They will give it to you over the guides. So you haven't made any mistake of choosing this course or this program. All that you need to do is to prove yourself that you can do it. That is the only thing. And you need time. Before you be able to do this, you need time. Time is key. Those of you who are doing IT and computer science and marrying on campus. I'm not saying don't have friends or whatever, but you have to get time. Our field really needs time, because our field is not about books like the social sciences. It's about what you can do. It's about what you can do. So if, for example, you want to work at MTN, you go for interview and then you show them something about coding, it doesn't mean you got it perfect, but if you show them that you can do something, they will train you to be able to do it. And if you want to be good, then you need to have time for yourself. Hey, me, I never cooked for any guy on campus before. Me, you to cook and let me come and eat. I mean, no human being, we all human beings. So the level 100, don't cook. Hey! Have you seen how the economy has become? Your mother give you 100 and you come and use 50 to cook for him. One thing is, if you cook one, every day they will come and eat. And then they will keep their money. So let them, you see, you have to build some charisma around you so that when the guys are coming, they will show you that respect. Okay? And one thing is that most of the guys that you are dating on campus, most of them will not marry you. That is the gospel. You will wash their things, you will cook for everything for them. They will marry you. You wash for that. Me, no. So don't focus on yourself. Put yourself first in everything. If you are going to stay there and the guy says, come and let's chat, put yourself first though. You don't know. Put self-love. Have you heard of self-love? Yes. Yes. So our field, you need to be self. It doesn't mean be selfish, but be yourself first, because you have to just look into the future. Because nowadays when the guys are coming and then they see that you are you, they respect you. You have your own money, you have your own everything. The guy comes with an extraordinary respect. But if you are with the guy and give me $20 to guy credit, give me they will not even respect you. So put yourself first, sit down, take time and learn. There are a lot of courses on Coursera, there are a lot of courses on YouTube. And wherever your interest is, if it's web, if it's AI, security, anything, just dedicate some time to that aspect. And then when you go out there, prove that you know that aspect. Every company will pick you up, because almost every company in the world uses computer. So they need computer science and IT people there. I've just mentioned a place that you know see computer. If you UCC here, everywhere they need computer. So you have upper hand, very, very upper hand, if you put it that way, very upper hand over all the guys and all the students on campus. All that you need to do is to prove yourself that you can do it. Okay, so just believe in yourself. So this is what I normally do before I come out of my room. So actually, let me put it. So for the confidence, you have to build it yourself. No one will build that confidence for you. You have to build it yourself. Before you come out, just say some words to you. I am confident. I am bold. I can do everything. I walk chest out there, and I'm able to. So it doesn't mean that challenges and stuff will not come, but you have to know that you can. If even you can't do it, say I can do it. Yes, and you see that by the time you realize, you'll be able to do it. So this is a funny thing. If even I'm in my room and I'm closing my zip and I'm not able to close it, you see, the hand will go, I will tell myself I can do it. And then you see that I've done it. So that is the extent I go. You have to motivate yourself. no one will motivate you. Ha! So just you see, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a lecturer. So just name it. But just it's about time. You have to know how to apportion your time, how to settle your needs. And the one that don't take those guys, they will not marry you, they will waste your resources. Forget them and
Gina.
stay get for you. This when you get upper first class, you mean lower, you get scholarship and then you go and do your master's. There are a lot of opportunities there. They just want women who are willing to stay in, and then they'll give it to them. So if you are here and the guy is frustrated, leave him. Tell him that, my friend, I want to concentrate. If the guy does not understand, bring him to me. Yes. Tell him that I said I want to meet him and bring him to my office.
Jennifer.
Okay, so just believe in yourself and tell yourself that you want the best out of it. You can,
Jennifer,
I think all of you can
take
do
me
it.
to her.
You can do it. That is why you are doing this program. So irrespective of the fact that the first semester courses did not go well, or you are in 400 and then you have lower or whatever, you still have chance. Okay, you still have chance. All that you need to do is to believe in yourself. You believe in yourself. You can work in the bank. Just name it. Even I know someone who did learn the economy and is working in the bank. How more IT? And how more IT? Learn the economy, which the line is in the bank. Now which line is there that they are going to. So believe in yourself. Be confident. If you are losing the confidence, come and see me now. Boost the confidence in you. Believe in yourself. That is all that they need. If even you go for the interview and you don't know, the confidence that you enter there, they will give it to you. So when I was doing my national service also, I had this fellow opportunities. I went to write the aptitude test and everything. When I went for the final, I went to the final round. And for the interview, I think I was the only lady. I went and I know even I don't know. If you don't know, the confidence that you use to even tell the story, they'll pick you. So after the interview, I knew I had gotten it, but I think this political thing came in. And one of the chiefs, one of the chiefs, I think he said he's the man of Amy Takrati or so. I think because I was the only lady, this man really, he's an old man, but he really liked my confidence. Later on, he told me that, he had to drop me to put someone in. But you know, when you lose an opportunity, that is not the end of your life. There are other opportunities. So that's when I started looking for other opportunities online. And then when you are doing something for someone, don't expect anything in return. The returns will come by itself. Okay? You've done this for, so give me money. No. Do it out of pure heart, and you see that all the opportunities will start coming, or the blessings. So what happened? I happened to teach a lecturer's course for him because he was so busy. I did the course for him. Everything, when I was research assistant, everything. I never got 10% from this man. Okay, but at the end of the day, he connected me to someone who works on scholarship for people to go outside. Although the person took money from me, but I saw it as an opportunity to even introduce me to that man. That's why I got a full scholarship. So at the end of the day, when the man worked everything out for me, I paid. But when I go to China, the scholarship the man put me on, I got more money than what I even paid to him. You see, and when I went there, I didn't joke. So, my year group, all the programs, international student, 20-something group, I don't want you to know my year. Yes. 20-something group. They normally do an outstanding award. So if you perform well, then they will give you a scholarship for your PhD. So I applied for it. Because anything I apply, if I don't get, I will apply. So when you see opportunities, apply. Put the application quickly, you don't get. Apply. Keep applying, sir, you get. Look for a lot of opportunities. So they were doing excellence award, I applied. They were doing academic achievement award, I applied. In fact, everything I apply. And then I happened to be selected for those who are supposed to go in. So you have to go and defend for them to know that you actually got your grade. The man says my GPA was 3.9 over 4.0. So I was the only lady with about 4 guys. The only lady with about 4 guys. So you have to go and defend why they should give you the overall best student for your year one. So it's a very big, they give a big platform. These professors, they are professors who are marking over there. And all the international students are there, go and prove yourself. And me, I will prove myself. Maybe I don't have any proof, I will prove. So I'm just trying to boost your confidence, okay? So I went, and then honestly, after the presentation, it was so clear that I should be giving the outstanding student. But the 4 guys, one of them was our International Students Union President, ISU President. And everyone saw, it was clear, you know, oh yeah, they're not sorry. Do we have some Nigerians here? So we are the one who said, oh yeah, who said, you deserve it. Like everyone knows that the winner should be this. And then when they come and they say the winner is this, then everyone will be like, oh, that kind of thing. So the guy was giving the first position and I was giving the second position. But nonetheless, they also gave me the PhD, the same scholarship like the guy, also do my PhD. So don't let any opportunity slip by you. So it is better to take advantage of the opportunity and then you will not, maybe for example, you apply for the school, you get this and then you don't like it and you let it go. Other than not applying and regretting that you did. So take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. It is better to take advantage of them and later on if you don't feel like taking, you can let it go. But if you let it go and then you regret, it is gone forever. It is gone forever. So I want you, just one thing that I'll leave you with is be confident in yourself. If you are lying, become not lying, I mean tech lying. You are being women in tech, so tech lying. Lie with confidence. If you don't know programming, people saying, yes, I can program, yes. Meanwhile, the syntax that you so let the person, yes, I do computer science at UCC. Yes, I've been doing this and doing this and doing that. Yes, I know how to program. Yes. Oh, just give me them. I want yes, like that. Okay, so that is how you're supposed to be. So be confident in yourself. Be very confident in yourself, and then persevere. Persevere. If you are doing something and it is not working, you still have to push forward. Put it in your mind that you want to achieve that thing. You would achieve it. And then put in all the effort. So all that you need to do is time. Get time for yourself. Think about your future, what you want to achieve in future. And then concentrate on that. These minor things, it doesn't mean you shouldn't have a social life. But make sure you put in more time for yourself than putting in time for other, let me say, irrelevant stuff. Yes, so I think I would have to end here, and then maybe if anyone has any questions, then I can tackle your question. Maybe I do. So actually, you know, our field, so during undergraduate, they will introduce you to all other fields within the field, that's networking and all those things. So I was much interested in security, but aside that, I also made sure that I knew all other fields. Okay, so when I was going to do my master's, I actually wanted to do security. I wanted to, so when I got there, fortunately for me, I got a supervisor who is into security, and I did security. So my PhD, I wanted to do security. But unfortunately, my master's supervisor cannot supervise a PhD. So he wanted me to take up his boss, but I didn't really like the man. And I got another person who is into AI. So I had to do my PhD in AI. So with that, there are lots of opportunities because security is everywhere, AI is everywhere. So now I would want to combine security and AI because in AI system, you have to check the security vulnerabilities and weaknesses in them. So that is so you don't have to limit yourself to one area. You have to make sure that you know all other areas, and then with that you can combine them. Security fits everywhere. AI is now on. Okay, so you have to make sure that, and let me tell you, the way I suffered during my PhD, because most of the courses were in security, and PhD you have limited time, so it means I have to learn everything by myself, and language was really a barrier there. My supervisor cannot really express himself in English, so most of the times you have to do everything by yourself. So the way I've suffered, the way I've cried, as for the crying, you will cry, but when you cry, then you clean it and then you go and sit back. You go and sit behind your computer and then, yes. So if you are in pain, cry it out. Yes, cry, go for a walk and see people, and then after you come back to your room and come and sit by your computer. You see that you'll be able to do a lot. If you are able to code 2 lines in a day, at least see yourself that you have achieved something in a day. So every day, make sure you achieve something. Even if you read 1 line of a book or 2 lines of a book, you have done something other than having collectors and then at the end of the day you go and lie in your bed and then the day is gone. No. Every day make sure you achieve something and make sure you know all other areas because you don't know where you get an opportunity to work. So if it's a web development company, you know that area. So you can be there. If it's AI, you know that if it's networking, it doesn't mean you should be guru in all of them. They'll put you on the job, they will train you. So just prove to them that you can do it and then they will train you on the job and they'll be able to do it.
Okay, so please, my question is, you said IT and computer science applies everywhere. I want to ask, how does it apply in agribusiness or agriculture sector?
Agri. Now for the agri is where we get our money. Yes. You know, the farmers, after they have, how do I call it? They have harvested their product, they need to get it to the consumer. So as an IT person, you can even create a page or how do I call it, small software or mobile software or something for this farmers. They install it on their machines and people can make requests through their phones to ask for the prices and stuff, and then they can interact directly with the farmers. You know, most of the time they have intermediaries who go for the stuff in a less expensive or cheaper, and then they will come and sell it to us. That's now that we are buying for tomatoes 1 for 5 Ghana. Yes. So as an IT person, you have to look for these problems and then look for the tech means to address this problem. You develop a simple click and operate program, and then they are not very computer inclined. So the app can be a very simple app, and then people can interact directly with them. You could see that you will get someone somewhere to come directly, and the money that the farmer will get will even be more than getting someone to buy it to get to the consumer. So it is everywhere. Like, just have to find the problem and then think of the tech means of using tech to solve that problem. But I don't know whether I answered your question.
I want to ask you.
Our time is up. So for those who have questions, if you have questions, I would like you also to ask your questions so that Madam Address or the question and one may respond. So you have a question, kindly raise your hand quickly. Okay, so let's hear from you. Please speak loudly. Oh, this lady has another one. Okay, so you see yours. Those who have questions, kindly raise your hand.
I was also asking that in terms of, okay, like computer said IT are mostly based on the academic aspect. So in agribusiness, can I also say I want to invent a machine to do this, to do that? And how do we go about it? Because it's like what we are studying is not really based on inventing machines, but like just coding and programming.
What is the this and that?
But for instance, I'm looking for my like I'm telling you, I don't have PC myself. Yeah, I don't have PC myself. And madam, when you were talking of your PhD, that was outside that. So looking at the way things are, is it that system is not benefiting us or sometimes they are following itself. Like where to get the money to do certain things, the people, the right people to get to talk to, and the guys to go through, like the way the environment is always, and they're crying and stuff. They don't tell us the task, it's all about how to go with this, how to, but you see there is the pain, there is some want to do, some people do that. Everybody comes narrating the sweet aspect, but the painful part that how to go about things, do things like that. I think very much.
Mine is about the confidence aspect, like as women in tech. Like, don't you think it will be right targeting them from the senior high school aspect? So before they pick their courses or their careers at the university, they already come with their confidence. Rather than after you fail, maybe after the first year, that is where you are coming to boost your confidence level. So I think they should rather be attacked from the senior high school and then probably the junior high school level. So I think might be a little bit easier when they get to the university level.
Because some of them, they have this traditional mindset that ladies are always supposed to be submitting to them. Then they give them, so for instance, just this morning, we had an issue and I was trying to come. The man said, hey, a man managed now, and I was very, yeah. So what if you are not given the opportunity to even speak or even prove yourself? You said you wanted to speak. Okay, yeah.
You said you want to answer one of the questions.
So there are great things. So there are reporters who were asking how you feel, right? Computer science and software knowledge. When you get to level, during undergrad, there is this course that is embedded systems. You don't know if you've heard about that. Currently, I and my group, we are having a project. We are looking at the soil moisture content, the pH level, the temperature, and the humidity of the soil. Okay, that will make it fertile for the farmer or whoever it is to plant a type of crop in that soil. You see, sometimes farmers find it very difficult in identifying. Maybe is this land very fertile for me to plant this crop or something. So as a computer science student, with this knowledge that you have, you could identify the type of soil, the moisture level of the soil, the pH level, and then you can, all these things will be told to the farmer, and the farmer can do that. So you can do the course, you get to.
So I I think I will quickly go through the questions and then I think maybe the executives can schedule another time and then I'll meet you again and then we can talk more and more on that. So, where do I start from? Yes, video programming. You know, our field is not limited to a particular program, okay, our programming language. So you are being introduced to a lot of them, so that probably maybe if Java is difficult, C++ might be easy for you. If they are difficult, maybe Python might be. So you are being introduced to a whole lot, and then you can pick the one that best fits. You know, the lecturer cannot teach you everything in programming, so they just introduce you to it. So the one that interests you is where you have to concentrate and learn more on that particular programming language. And with the secondary school thing, the secondary school, they have some of these things. I think National called me one of these days where I talked to the ladies there. And they are really doing well. They are building robots and all those things. And I think there is this program that they had, but that one was both men and women. And when I went, there were just few ladies in there, you know, quarters were there. You know, you have 3 ladies representing and then a whole lot of guys. You just have to boost the ladies, their morale to at least let them feel that they are doing well. So I cannot sit down for the ladies to be last. No, I have to be partial there so that they will at least encourage them that they have done something. This is the one way of, so it is there in the secondary school. I think, but you know how GES work. You can't just get up and go to the school unless they invite you. But I think they have started something there like that. And then, yes, jack of all trades. It is not really about jack of all trades. It's about knowing all areas, something small about all areas. As a computer scientist or an IT person, you should be able to set up a network, you should be able to connect a computer and that kind of thing. Because if you tell someone that you're a computer scientist or an IT, they expect a lot from you. So it doesn't mean you know everything detail. If they bring it and you don't know it, go to the internet, Google it and solve the problem for them. My lady, are you listening? So it doesn't mean know everything come. You must know as in everything, as in all areas, but it doesn't mean you should be expert in all areas. Okay? But if they bring it, you don't have solution. Everything is on the internet. Find it. If you can't solve it there, then tell them tomorrow I'll come and do it. When you go home, spend time and find a solution and come and do it for the person. And yes, the ladies. You know, there is this primitive idea that ladies are supposed to be in the kitchen. It is not true. It is not true. Be confident in yourself. And then if you are talking and they tell you, oh, keep quiet, just keep quiet. At the end of the day, ask them, can I talk? And you see that when you open your mouth to talk, you talk sense than those who are there. That is when you will be giving that respect, and another time they'll give you the opportunity to talk. You know, it is very common in some of these traditional areas because they think ladies are supposed to be the weaker sex. And at times when you go into the workplace, if you are given a salary, they will tell you that who told you? We have needs, we have to take care of ourselves. So don't let them pass this comment. Let them know that if you be Beman and Beckham, I have to support my husband. So anyone who passes that comment to you that a man will come and marry you and take care of you, why are you studying? And after I did my PhD, still I am married. So don't let them, you have to support your husband. So don't let them use that primitive thought to discourage you in anything that you do. I think I've answered all the questions, right? So maybe the executive will find another time.
So please, what do you say to her?